I didn't see that part in the video. I watched through it, but I didn't see. It's a Capri Sun with two massive. Um, how do you call it again? How do you call it again? It's called the TARDIS and Dalek ice blocks. Block of ice. Hey, Matrix, how you doing, bro? How you doing? This is amazing. It's super. I forgot about Opal. Uh, Let me check because I bought a new game that I wanted to try. I'm just gonna show it on stream. I can check it out for like a few minutes, and then I might do some how do you call it? I might do some reacts. It's gonna be a short stream. Around 10 I'm gonna go, but I wanted to pop in, and say hi. Depends on your liking to react. But I think I just went wrong because first time. If you play again, probably easy win. Yeah. Good things. How are y'all doing? I'm doing good. What have you been up to, Matrix? How's your vacation going? I can play with controller? Ooh. Oh, okay. Rantel still a stream. Yeah. No, like I could have done it the other way around. I could have eaten first and then do like a very late stream. But I'm on the music making grind, so I've been focusing on music a little bit, and then I've been making TikToks, as you well know, Anton. But it's nice. It's fun. The game's called Kingdom, by the way. So. There you go. That's way better. No double audio. Got Fairy Godmother. Mother. Wow, that's amazing. Fairy Godmother. Can I jump? No, I can only come. No. You follow me now. BP sure be making 5 TikToks. I mean they be fire though. They be fire. Stand here. Okay, stand here. Throw coins to recruit. Okay. More TT no, YouTube videos. My ears. What? What do you mean? What do you mean your ears? More TikTok. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like with YouTube, I'm kind of I don't know. Honestly I'm a little done with YouTube. And not necessarily because I don't have like ideas or anything. It's more like I just want to be creative and have fun. You know, with videos right now I'm not having fun. Absolutely not. Also, if I have to promote something, then stop spitting it out. I'm giving coin. YouTube is harder to make than simple TikTok. Yeah, but exactly. And wait, let's pause because it's not only harder, but it's also, how do I put it? Like I said, I had a few realizations in the past weeks. And I realized, like, you can't just do YouTube. Ah, you got ads? Okay, I'll wait. Oh, come. Okay, sorry. Oh, no, give me my money. Give me my money! Stand here. Buy hammer. Oh. Okay. Just take the damn coins. Ah, there we go. Give me a second. Yeah, take your time. Take your time. Stand here. And... Oh, okay. Stop stealing my money. Oh, gallop. Nice. Okay. I love this game. It's so cute. Have to build a wall here as well, or no? Ooh, hello. Recruit one more. Okay. Hey, Funky! How you doing, bro? How's your vacation going? Another bowman. That's it. I have to hold. Lazy Bones! Are you a princess? I am. I'm a cute princess, chat. I'm a cute princess, bro. Build, expand, defend. Okay. We build wall. I'm so tired. I want to go home. Why are you tired, Funky? Okay. I got no more coins. There's a coin over yonder. Okay. I need one more coin. Guys. Come on. I don't want to be here no more. Why not? Wandering trader? I need a coin, guys. Come on. Give me a coin. Give me a coin, guys. No. Because you said something about that. Anyways, would you rather promote? What would you rather promote? Yes. Okay, so. What would I rather promote? Uh-oh. Is that day 2? Little pause. But yeah, Funky, tell us more about why you don't want to be there anymore. And I rather... Look, if I'm gonna have to promote something, right? Actually, no, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. He died? Ah, rip in peace, bro. Ozzy Osbourne, no. I mean, it's been a long time coming, I must say. But yeah, so I think it's just that I feel like I've been stuck doing things in a very traditional way where I had to do things according to what people say and stuff like that. And I feel like I've been how do I put it? I know, I think I just feel stuck. And I realized, like, with videos, they don't scratch that itch. Because I have, like, a specific itch in my brain. And you would think that there's a lot to scratch with videos. There's and that it would be cool to be a YouTuber or something like that. And I realized, like, with the coming of shorts and with basically everything on the platform, no, it's not necessarily no motivation. It's more like you can't, like, for example, you would make a video, right? You can't just do anything you want to do, right? So on YouTube, not everything would work. That makes sense. People don't want to watch just about anything, right? I've talked about this earlier, where if you have like a if you have an account in the early days of YouTube and mid days of YouTube, let's say we're later stage, later stage YouTube, you would have to focus, like what Anton is saying, you would have to focus on popularity. Like, making a video is fun, but if you want to make a living out of it, or you want to, you want to get somewhere, you want to become someone, or you want to actually get somewhere, you kind of have to put yourself aside and do the things that work. Things that work are like slop videos, slop news videos. I'm gonna show you like a few examples at the same time. I can do that because just gonna be way easier if we do it that way. Just to like give you like a little insight. No, not the creator tab, just YouTube. I also got YouTube Premium back, so let's go. Charlie, love him, but he's kind of in an in-between zone between being like a slop creator and a personality, And the thing is, like, if you want to be someone, bro, Ozzy Osbourne is there. Yeah, too late. Kaya said it already. But yeah, rip in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. So if you want to be someone, how you doing, Vasvas, by the way? If you want to be someone and you want to be someone real, and you just want to do it with YouTube, right? You just want to do it with YouTube, then the best way to do it is to make slop. Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm not taking shots at Charlie. I love Charlie. Charlie is one of my like, the fact that he's like the #1 video on my page every day means that I watch him a lot. I love this guy, right? And he's built his career from gaming to doing React stuff and like stream reactions, right? And like adding commentary videos. But even he said, like, but I just want to do games. So he started a new channel, only gaming. And when I started YouTube and when I wanted to become a YouTuber, that era of like, oh, you can start a gaming channel and you can grow really explosively with gaming, was long over. So I couldn't do that anymore. And I think it's like it makes sense, right? Hey, Kaki boy, welcome back. It makes sense that yeah, I haven't listened to it. I'm gonna listen to it later. Tyler should retire. No, get out of here. That's too harsh, bro. That's too harsh. Everyone deserves to make like a shit album once in a while. Albums can't be bangers every time, bro. Wait, let me take a sip. So, and the YouTube where I came up with, or when I started, was basically a YouTube dominated with, like, for example, people like Dream, right? And if you look at Dream, and if you would listen to his advice, because you can find his advice on the internet, on Reddit, for example. And if you would listen to Dream, you would think like, oh, it's so easy. Just pick a niche, because that's what they all say. Pick a niche and make videos in that niche. And you have to love the niche. You have to love the niche, because otherwise you can't keep making the video. And that's right. And that's where my problem comes in. My problem is I have too many interests. I can't be bogged down to one niche. So with being stuck in the niche, Dream kind of switched up content to coding a little IRL content with his recent project. Yeah, he did. But he also like tried to bring back like the older glory. And you can see like this one, 10 million views. 1 month ago, which is amazing coming back. But he had like a period where his views didn't really hit, coming from like insanely high views, like 46 million, 69 million. But this is like obviously like the thingamajig.
Like Benetton
Oh my god, 88 million.
Here's
88 million views.
16.67 cents back.
Here's 12 cents back. Ah, yes, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Yes. But the thing is, like, you know, and that's something personal I struggle with, right? It's something personal I struggle with as well, is that, you know, I'm 30 years old. So as a 30-year-old man, I can't be just running around and doing like, well, I can, but the point is I can't do that because people be saying that I'm not allowed to. You know? And if you, oh my god. Thank you, Anton.
Just cheered 1 bit.
It's actually not that old. You need to chill. I know. I listen. It's just a weird age, but it's also an age where, like, if you look at your friends and family, you have people who are okay. Anton, for the love of Christ, I'm trying to explain something. I actually can't hear. Is the TTS playing for you guys? Because I can't hear it. Oh yeah. Okay, I can see. I can see. I might turn. Okay, I'm gonna. I'm gonna turn off the alerts for a second. Okay. So, but the point is, like, I can do whatever I want. That's not the problem. The problem is that even like me being a little bit older as well, I'm just not that relatable. Like if you see people your age, you're more easily gonna watch him or her than compared to me. That's just how it works. So I have to find ways to draw attention to me. Above doing like the how do you call it? Above doing the, oh yeah, I also have to create good content, and also I have to enjoy what I'm doing, because otherwise I'm gonna burn out and then I'm not gonna make videos and shit anymore. So long story short, oh my god, it's still going. It's still going. Not an alert. It's still going.
Like Benetton,
but anyway, my point that I'm making, right? Point that I'm gonna remove it from my face for a second. Actually, you know what? No.
Like just cheered 1 bit.
What I'll do is I'll just move it out of the way, because it can still play in the corner over here. There you go.
Like Benetton just cheered.
That's about 71 cents. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the the sound alerts. But point is that okay, good. So point is that, you know, same thing with gaming. I feel like I have a difficult relationship with gaming as well, because I love gaming, but I don't see many games that I love. You know what I mean? And to then be like, okay, actually, that's a great point. For example, I love a multitude of games, very specific games, right? To be a creator in one of those games, you're gonna have to do things like Spiff and Brit, for example. Again, with the typing, wrong keyboard. Spiff and Brit, right? Because Spiff and Brit does like insane long ass videos where he's like, oh, I'm gonna 11 Skyrim pro YouTubers. I'm gonna break this game. I'm gonna break this game. Or you have like what's his name? The ambiguous amphibian. Yeah, here, there we go. You have like ambiguous amphibian, for example, and he tells like little, in essence, like gameplay stories within certain games. Now, these people know what they're doing, right? So these people actually go in depth into these games. They know what they're doing. They know which games work and they know which games don't work. So they're not going to spend their time playing just about any game. No, they only play the games that work the best. In the middle. Yeah, thank you. There you go. So, and that's something that I felt like, okay, but what if, and I looked at that, what if the games that I want to play are not that interesting? And then you're screwed. So that just sucks. Now, anyway, I don't want to be complaining too much. I feel like complaining about that I'm not finding things that work for me or whatever, you know, it's like an easy way to how would I put it? It's like an easy way to divert your responsibility in this case. So I could, okay, I'm turning off the alerts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That's too much, bro. That's too much. But do they still make noise? Can you guys still hear them, or is it okay when they play on the side? You can't hear them. Okay, then it's fine. Okay, just displaying. Then it's fine. So, I wanna, and I think that's like the journey as well. It's like, okay, I've been making videos. I've been making videos for like, you know, like the earliest video. Let me show you. Like the, okay, there you go. So like the earliest video is on this account, the @BenBP account. Oldest, it's 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago, and I just did what I thought would work. These are shit videos. These are so bad. Absolutely bad videos, right? Bad videos. So, but, I think but is the wrong word here. And having done so many videos, because I've done like almost 800 videos, right? I've made like 800 videos. I've been grinding, making shorts, long forms here and there. I've been getting better, but I feel like I've been stuck in gaming. Because gaming is easy. And except for a few people actually don't really watch new gaming channels. They tend to. I'm not saying that's a 100% rule. People definitely still watch gaming videos. Don't get me wrong. And when someone makes like a great video that they cooked up and it's really 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 good, people are gonna watch it because it's gonna get recommended. So I don't know if I can find like a good example. But for me, what was always important to me was like, first of all, I want to have fun with videos. But secondly, I want to make funny videos. I want to make really funny experiences. And I feel like with gaming, you can only do that when everyone in the video has the same goal. And if they're actually funny. And that doesn't happen that much, you know. And even then, like even if you make very funny videos, right? So you're making, for example, you're making like funny videos. Before you could make anything, YouTube would try it with enough people that it would go somewhere. But if you do that now and you don't have a starter audience to begin with that is large enough to push or like to shift the algo a little bit, or it's not a topic that people are searching for or are interested in, you're not gonna get anywhere. If I make a video that's just a skit on a random thing, that's not gonna work. But if, for example, I don't know, the Pope dies and I make a skit about the Pope, then that video is going to get pushed at least to the people that are interested in the Pope. It's not going to be funny to those people, but, at least you're going to get a little viewership. And that's something that I kind of find so annoying about the algo right now. And I know there are ways to like abuse it and everything, but I'm just not that kind of person. Maybe I should be that kind of person. I don't know. Maybe I should be just just a more amoral person, I guess. But I just can't do it. I just can't do it. That just sucks, And obviously there are things that really work. There are things that work, that they're gonna keep working. Rage bait, news stuff. Those things work. But I feel like people are also on those areas. They're kind of... thank you, Funky. I hope you're doing better, bro. I hate the algo. I searched up one song tutorial on YouTube and my whole feed is filled with that song. Right? It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't get who at YouTube said that was a great idea. But again, it's fine. It is what it is. Sometimes you just have to accept that things are the way they are, and you can use that, and you can abuse that. I just never could like get myself to do that. I think I'm, on that behalf, I'm too autistic for that or something like that. And I feel like when we then come to the other side of the equation, if we talk about me doing music, for example, that feels more natural. Me making music, the whole process of making music is fun. There's not a single part that I hate. With making videos, to make videos right, there's a lot of stuff you need to do that's not fun. It just is. Just pressing record and making a video is not enough. And there's like no, how do you call it? There's no natural stuff here. There's no, what's the word? It doesn't come natural. Maybe you become famous pop artist. I would love that, and maybe then I could make other videos, and I can make random videos, and those would work. It's like if you really wanna succeed, and you're just going off of YouTube, then you're gonna have to get uber lucky, like really, 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 really lucky. YouTube doesn't, like, even if you have a big audience, YouTube is not gonna give you views anymore, just because you have a big audience. You have to perform. Every video has to perform, and that's something that kills. That kills creativity. I feel. Or at least that it kills the majority of videos, and you create like a very uniform set of videos. You could make videos about your music journey, a day in the life of a homeless person, like each day log a thing. Yes, I could do that. I could do that. But those things, and that's like you have to look at it as like an investment. Those things only work or will only start working when you're getting a little bit of notoriety. So the moment for example people start looking up my songs, like more people, like let's say for example at one time 100, 200, 300 people in one day start looking for my songs, right? Then the algorithm is going to be like, hey, wait a minute, this guy must be popular. Let's boost his fucking, boost his accounts and his videos. And then I'll start to grow really quickly. But to do that, you have to put in the work. You have to create something. And that also goes for if you want to make videos that are super interesting. Like, that's why, for example, looking to someone like Mr. Beast knows how it works because what he's doing is he's not doing videos. Like if we go to Mr. Beast, right? Oh, again with the wrong typing. If we go to Mr. Breast, There we go. Mr. Breast of the Rest. You see his account, right? You would think, everyone loves Mr. Beast. That's true. Everyone loves Mr. Beast. Crap, wrong button. Oh, wrong button. But what we love more is the event that he's portraying, right? You could cut out Mr. Beast out of every video, and the video would still be the best video on the planet. That's what I mean. I mean, no. It only for a little bit. But look at these views, bro. Look at these views. This man is still making so much money. Like 174 million views. So the point is, and that's why I'm like, I'm me as a creator and as a business person and you name it. I'm basically at a crossroads, right? I'm at a crossroads where I have to choose between, do I want to make stuff like this man? Things that are interesting no matter what. And I, as a person, am just there to basically put it on film. Or am I going to be the creative person and am I going to make stuff that then lives their own lives? I think Mr. Beer feels too corporate. It does. Don't get me wrong. 100%. Exactly what you're saying. And exactly, okay. But not every video, Anton. Like, look, like this one got 300 million, but that's because Ronaldo is in it. But then, 100 identical twins. If you look at now, he still gets roughly the same numbers, So I think he's still doing okay. Also, you have to remember those videos. I don't have my plugin installed. Hey, Hannah! I don't have my plugin installed to look at like the history. But his videos don't do this, right? I'm gonna do something very what's his name? Pirate Gaming, right? So for example, if you look at this graph, oh, very beautiful. How y'all doing? Oh, we're doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing? So his videos, so views over time, right? His videos are not gonna do this, right? BP crashing out. I'm not crashing out. Even the video with his girlfriend feels too corporate. 100%. That's like saying, and that's something I feel like he doesn't understand, but it's like, imagine you thinking that you're like the main character of your show, uh, and then you're gonna try and do things um, with your girlfriend, but then at the same time, no one cares. They just want to see you spend money, and do big things. Obviously, it's gonna feel weird because people are not invested in Mr. Beast as a person. They're invested in Mr. Beast as the brand and doing the crazy stuff. So his views are not gonna do this. His views are gonna do this and then keep going up. So if you're gonna look to a year back, yeah, obviously now it's gonna be like 300 million. But when he looked back like 6 months ago, that video would have been like 150 million. So you have to put it in perspective. Those videos are not gonna exactly do the same thing. Like obviously these videos are, some of them probably are gonna overperform videos from a year ago. Yeah, no problem, Matrix, no problem. So I'm doing real good as well. Ooh, okay. Tell me more, Hannah. Tell me more. Anyway, imagine showering. Yeah. I never shower. But yeah, so the point is just like, if you wanna, just as if you wanna do YouTube, and your best bet is to use the things that people are interested in. If you want to do Twitch, then you have to be super interesting. If you want to stream, I mean, you have to be super. You have to be an interesting person to look at. Like extremely funny. If you're doing no face, if you're doing face, you have to be pretty, or just an interesting person, or something like that. If you're gonna make shorts, your shorts need to overperform anything on the platform. Shorts and TikToks, stuff like that. Stuff like that. For the badge. Okay, nice. Or if you're gonna make music, you're gonna have to produce the music and then promote the music to shit. So it's just like, you, depending on where you're going, you have to look at it to like what it is and what the platform is, and then yeah. Obviously winning, bro. How are you doing, Justice? So for me, you have a badge, Anton. You're the bits leader number one. You're good. Let's go. So anyway, point is, it's just like, I am figuring out for myself what that means, what it all means, and how I can be happy doing the things that I'm doing, or like creating content, or you name it, without me compromising my integrity too much. I think that's just why, for example, with streaming as well, I feel like there are easy ways to grow, but there's also a right way. and the right way involves just getting lucky. And that's just the point anyway. I don't want to keep going too deep on this. Memory is bad, so I don't know if I already said, but was with friends doing a picnic, and I don't know, I'm just happy I can make them laugh. It feels so good to see them happy because of my jokes. That's fun. Sounds like you're enjoying, Hannah. Sounds like you're enjoying life and your vacation. Because I feel like you've been working hard. Okay, I'm gonna, for the last few minutes of stream, I'm gonna go back to the game real quick. There we go. 100. Doggo, I don't know, bro. I want the badge after 29 donated, but it ain't giving it. But what badge are you looking for?
I donated, but it ain't
What
giving
what
from.
what badge are you exactly looking for, bro? Oh crap. I completely forgot. Ah, crap. Bruce, are you still here? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Bruce. Oh my god. I completely forgot. My okay. I'm so sorry, Bruce. I'm gonna try and try and try and tell you. So yeah, I'm basically talking about my personal journey. So my personal journey on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that. Yeah, I forgot I turned on the short stream on YouTube, and shorts. Okay, so if you open OBS and you start playing OBS, or start recording with OBS and streaming with OBS, Twitch chat opens with OBS, right? You know what doesn't open with OBS? YouTube chat. So every time I want to stream, I have to go to their console and I have to like drag out the chat and plunk it next to my other chats. So it's like a whole setup that I have to do every day, because every chat is also with Twitch, the chats are basically in the same like link, but that's not the case for YouTube. Like the YouTube chat is a different chat every day, so you have to like get a new one. Why is Streamlabs better? Because I feel like people say that, but they don't know that Streamlabs basically ripped off OBS literally from source code. There was a whole drama about this as well, where they were using OBS and they just stuck they stuck their own branding and everything on top of it. So they were underneath it was OBS, but they just switched it over. And I would use Streamlabs because it's the same thing. But the issue for me with Streamlabs, no, they're not partners. No. There was a whole dispute as well, where Streamlabs before was called Streamlabs OBS, and then at a certain point, they basically sent the creator of OBS, which is basically like one guy that is making this possible and putting all of this software online for free for everyone, and that they used it, they picked it, they basically sent him a cease and desist to stop using OBS, because they were like, no, it's our OBS now, we want to have OBS, even though they don't own the name. And they were advertising on Google, and they were paying more to get above OBS. So if you looked up OBS, the first page would have been Streamlabs OBS, while OBS, the free thing, is the number one. So they changed it after a massive shitstorm they were in, and they changed it into Streamlabs. They dropped the OBS because they were like, oh shit, okay, that's hot water right there. So yeah, they did that. They did that. So ever since then, I have an issue with Streamlabs, and because for all the little extras you have to pay, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, OBS, it's not even fiddly. Like, I can use everything in OBS. I can add my plugins that I need in OBS. There's a plugin for everything that I can find. So I'm like, I can code stuff myself to put in OBS. So I just love OBS. I'm like, I don't need to go through a company to make my life harder. I already despise that everything is a how do you call it? Everything is like a, oh, that's my mom. I'm gonna have to call her back. I already despise that everything is a subscription, and I just can't do it. I'm already paying out of the ass on all these subscriptions. So it's insane. I don't need them anymore. Enjoy the 25 times back.
I don't need them
Thank you,
anymore.
bro.
Enjoy the 25
So
times
Justin, you
back.
use OBS as well? I think it's better. I don't know. I used it. I installed Streamlabs as well, and then it asked like, "Oh, bro, don't you want this? Oh, you're gonna have to pay for that." Because I wanted alerts, right? Because that was a thing that you didn't have in OBS. You didn't have alerts. So Streamlabs had alerts and custom alerts, and that was great. But then Twitch added their own alerts basically, and you can like just copy and paste them into your Twitch stream. So that was just way better. Well, BP, I'm gonna go now. See ya. I can play tomorrow. Yeah, no problem, bro. See you later. I thought. But OBS works great. I love OBS. It's amazing. Yeah, but is it? I feel like for everything. Yeah, me too. I prefer the freedom it gives, because if you how do I put it? Android, kind of like iPhone versus Android. Android is better. Yeah, I personally use an iPhone because of like I have a Mac to do my work. Yeah, there you go. Like iPhone is like designed to be as easy use as can be, you know. And status 100%, 100%. But yeah, that's why I personally buy and use like Apple products, because it's just on the surface level it's easier to use, and underneath it basically you can run like Linux stuff on it, and like all coding is like easier. So like for a coding laptop, an Apple like a MacBook for example is great. So is it just, or did stream start later? No, it started way later. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna stream today. I was busy like on working on music. So I'm also gonna wrap it up for today as well. Less value? It depends what. Like I feel like a Mac is really high. A MacBook, like the MacBook, the laptop is really high value for what you're paying. I really do believe that. Like, sure, you can game on it, but I don't buy it to game. I buy it to work, and those things don't die. I've had laptops that died after a year. They just died, while my MacBooks, they go on for like 10 plus years, and only after 10 years they start like becoming slow and shit. MacBooks are great value, 100%. I'll stand by that. Like 100%. My aunt has a MacBook. Yeah. Like if you know what you're doing with a MacBook, you don't need anything else. It's such a great investment for your money. No, it isn't. But like the build quality of a MacBook is amazing. Like, first of all, it's like a aluminum chassis. You can just build a PC and run Linux. I've done that. I do that. Only after 10 years he knew that he is sterilized. Yes, Lolly. But that requires a little more experience. That's true. But that's the thing. That's the beauty of Mac. I don't need to run Linux. Everything that you run on Linux, I can run on Mac. That's beautiful. That's why I love Mac. I don't need to install another OS. I can just use that. And the build quality is great. The Mac is worth it, 100%. The iPhone, maybe not so much. But the MacBook is probably what it's also made by a different team. But depends on preference. Yeah, 100%. Like, again, if you want a game, just buy a computer. Kleine stukjes. Yeah. So there you go. Very guys, very good. Anyway, I just wanted to join for a little short stream. Really short. MacBooks or Apple products in general are better because their software is specifically optimized to work on the hardware. Exactly. That's what I love about Apple products. They're so, when they come out, they're super well optimized. Well, after like a few months, they're perfect. The beginning, like the first months, they suck. Well, that's not true. That's I feel like it's very nuanced. I feel like the first month, 2 months of like a new update and an OS and like a new product, it can be buggy because there's like still like just some few bugs in there. But then after those months go by, like after a month or two, all the kinks are like ironed out. So you have like the perfect product. That's why I love Apple. And everything works with each other. Like if you have like a watch or your phone and your laptop, like I can call with my laptop when my phone is closed. I can send stuff like full videos over the AirDrop to my phone and to my laptop. That's why I love I really like for work and for graphics work and for coding. Love that thing. Love that thing to death. I find objectively less value if you value your time a lot and you have money. I can see why you would buy. Yeah, I mean, you can also AirDrop and add on. Yeah, but not to my MacBook. I really can't. Lord knows I try. Well, maybe now I can, but not in the same way as I actually, is it? I don't know. If you run iOS on your Samsung. Yeah, hello. I'm not gonna spend time on doing that. I love when things just work out of the box. You know? And that's why I also love Linux, because there's a lot that is in the box that you can already work with. And depending on the distro that you install, you have like different stuff that works smoothly as well. And then like installing new packages is so quick on Linux. It's crazy. Thus on Mac. If we're talking about Windows, Windows is a pain in the ass. Oh my god. And Windows is always stealing my data and sending it to God knows what server farm to mine my data and abuse it in some algo. Oh my god, it's so annoying. So annoying. Oh Lord, have mercy. Anyway, I'm not saying that Apple is better objectively. I'm just saying that Apple is working in their ecosystem exactly, while the other companies work the same components but different software. Yeah, and that's something I kind of don't like, because it's like sometimes some software is like super buggy on your PC for no reason. And then you look it up and it's like, this chipset from Intel has this small issue that fucks your hard drives for no reason. But only that specific one from that batch and that year. You should have known. Too bad. With Apple, if it doesn't work and it breaks, you go to the Apple store, and you're like, okay, this is in warranty, give me a new one. And they're like, oh yeah, sure. I love that. Well, if it's like a specific component of like the computer, and I didn't buy like a box, like a company box of like HP or whatever, then like the component dies, I have no one to talk to. I can try and get a new part, but they're gonna say like, it broke because of Intel chip, and then I'm like, yeah, too bad, that's not warranty. Screw you. So, oh my god, the stories I have to tell you about all those companies trying to rip me off and try and get me to pay subscriptions for nothing. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm gonna go cook, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. This weekend I'll be gone. For the people who want to know, this weekend I'll be gone because I'll be taking a weekend off with the family. I'm gonna be somewhere else. I'm not gonna be. Well, that depends. There's still gonna be people here in the house, but I won't be here. So you know, it's a vacay. But yeah, I won't be here. I won't be chilling here. So no stream probably, unless I have like a mobile setup, but I don't think so. I don't think my baby Mac can sufficiently run. Well, it could, but I'm not unnerving all of my crap here. By the way, did Anton tell you? Yeah, I saw the video, Hader. I saw the video. You got to the top. That's actually crazy. Wat ga je naartoe? Ja, dat ga ik niet zeggen, hè. Ik ga mezelf niet doxen, jongen. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go cook. I'm gonna continue creating, continue thinking about how to stay positive. Oh my god. Ik bedoel, stad niet. Ja, dus, ik weet eigenlijk niet welke stad. Justice. They planned it. I'm just along for the ride. So even if I wanted to tell you, and I could, I don't know where it is. I don't know what city. I'm going on a trip. That's all I know. Avontuurlijk. Yeah, man. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow with more stream. I'll be earlier. I'm gonna play my game. Kingdom, and yeah, more chatting. I'm gonna get buff as well. I'm gonna do some training, weight training tomorrow. Everyone should get buff with me. Come on, let's get buff together. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Short stream. Bye, short.